Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Midwest Winston Cup Series presented by Excellipath. Tonight you're watching the Thoroughbred 180 here at Kentucky Speedway. Also want to give a shout out to Lynch Roofing and Siding who makes this broadcast possible. Thank you as always for your support. And folks, I tell you, we're going to have a pretty good race in store for you here tonight. And the guys are just getting close to wrapping up practice here, just a few minutes ago. And beautiful night for racing out here in Kentucky. 78-degree air temperature, winds only 2 miles an hour. And track temperature 78. Almost perfect weather for racing. And so we're going to see how things are going to shake out today. You know, we're getting closer and closer to the playoffs. I think about 2 more races to go after this one. And we're going to see how things. Let's take a look at the points here a little bit and see what's going on there. If we look at the standings here, you see Kyle McCoy, he's really got a strong hold on that lead there, and followed by Nate Lynch and Riley Davenport, and Trey Jackson, Derek Offerman are the top 5. And Brian Lynch, he's right down there on the bubble to making that cut. And Kyle Hall is trying to get in there, and he's not too far behind, but got a little work to do. Him, Steve Anderson, and Jerry Hutchison there. And as far as the playoff points that everyone has accumulated so far, of course, McCoy winning so many races. You know, he's amassed a huge amount of points there, 37 compared to Davenport's 17 and Nate Lynch's 11. The only 3 drivers in double digits. Patrick Hasty is getting pretty close there with 8. But as you can see, the rest of the guys have quite a bit to do to catch up. Because if the playoffs were to start like right now, you can see where McCoy would be, how far ahead of everyone else he would be. Patrick Hasty, he would be right on that bubble for making the cut there for that round of 12. Chris Wade, Brian Chu, and 2 of the Lynch brothers, Mike and Brian, trying to battle their way up there and make that first cut. So a lot to race for out here tonight. So we'll just have to see what happens out there. Let's take a look on the track and see who's running where. There's Lee Tucker. He's currently the fastest out there in practice. Putting down some good times. Lee hasn't been here for a whole lot of the races, but wow, he's he could be a spoiler for some guys that really need the points, you know. And then you got guys that show up that have some good speed in them and have the ability to take some positions away from guys who really need to be there. There's 11 of Brian Chu. He's 7th fastest at the moment. There's a 77 of J.D. Green, showing some flashes of speed here and there. Currently 18th fastest tonight. There's Jerry Hedrick. He's 6th fastest. There's a 16 of Dylan Glass. He is 2nd fastest. He's been up there trying to challenge those leaders, and he's been getting close. Hasn't caught enough of a break yet to really bust into that top 3 like you think he would. But I know he's going to keep trying. He's got about 3 more races there to try to get as many playoff points as possible. There's 18 of Michael Guidry. He's 6th fastest in the 18 car there. Let's see who else is out there. There's a 29 Douglas Hooper. He's 17th quickest at the moment. Trey Jackson. Jackson's also been one of those fast cars up there. He's 9th fastest at the moment. who else is out there? There's a 59 of Joseph Ward. Currently 15 fastest at the moment. There's Patrick Hasty trying to make every lap count and every point count, racing like there's no tomorrow. Right now he's looking pretty good. That sixth fastest time there in practice. Hopefully that'll transfer to a good qualifying spot. There's the 6-car Adam Sidlow. Got that Valvoline machine there in 12th position at the moment. Kentucky is a very, another one of those really wide tracks. I could see a lot of green flag running here, and unless you just get the car out of shape, I could almost see guys more making just driver errors, as far as cautions, than necessarily getting into people. We'll see what happens, but it's definitely possible to drive it in there a little too hard. You just have to have that right amount of finesse, to hold on to that car, navigating it around this facility here in Kentucky. Beautiful Thursday night racing here. As always, we're always happy for you to join us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll know each time we go live. Practice is getting ready to wind up here. We're going to take a quick break here and get ready for that, and we'll be back for qualifying. You're watching Midwest Winston Cup Series presented by Excellipath here on Rice Motorsports TV.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this 0.625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads it down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turn number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Hayes.
right, we're back here, and as you can see, just about a minute left on the little clock on the wall there. Trey Jackson now 10th fastest. And then we'll be rolling over to qualifying session here very shortly. Got about, looks like 21 cars in the field. And Sidlow, he's 13th fastest. Looks like Tucker, he's still quickest in practice here, followed by the 16 of Dylan Glass. So, got a feeling those two might be battling it out, and no surprise, he's not on track at the moment, but Nate Lynch is indeed the third fastest in practice right now. And looks like checkered flags are out, so we'll get ready to switch over to qualifying here. It's private qualifying. Everybody can enter the track at the same time, and of course, we can only show one car at a time. So we'll lock in on guys as they come out here. Let's see, who is that? That's like Marty Roberts, I believe. Okay, he's just sitting there, so he's not fired up yet. There's several guys on track. There's Adam Sidlow making his way out. Start his first time run now. As we see some more times come on the board, we'll put them up there for you. So far, no one has completed a timed lap yet. Okay, he's coming around to complete his first hot lap here. And Adam Sidlow is going to be fourth fastest. At the moment, Dylan Glass is provisional pole there, coming around to complete his second hot lap. And let's see if he improves on that time. Looks like he did, a 31.085. That's a new time to beat. The 99, Steve Anderson, still second fastest, like he's done with his second hot lap. Looks like Nate Lynch is going on his, he's already got a time on the board, second fastest, trying to pick it up to get that pole position. Making his way now through turns 3 and 4. And looks like he's still second fastest at 31.168. Let's say hello to the folks in the chat. Hey there, Lee. Lee said he only missed 2 races. And looks like Lee finished 7th fastest in the qualifying session. That's a little surprising. I thought it would have been up there a little bit up there higher. There's Patrick Hasty. He's done, or about to finish his second hot lap. Trying to improve on that 4th place position. Let's see if he moves up a little bit. No, he unfortunately does not. He didn't improve on his lap time there. See, there's J.D. Green. Looks like he's done. He's 17th fastest. Michael Guidry doesn't have a time on the board. About to put one up there now. Let's see what he has. He is 7th fastest. Trying to improve on that 31.287. Making his way out of turn 4 here. Let's see if he can move up the order just a little bit. He comes to the line. Does he improve his overall time? Yes, he does. And he improves his time, but not his position. 31.269, but still 7th. Let's see, is anybody else out? Let's see, there's Kyle McCoy. He is he's going out right now. Let's see how much time is left. 45 seconds to go. This will be his first time lap, so he'll have just enough time to get around and get 2 hot laps in. He is currently 11th fastest at 31.360. Definitely want to pick that up if he can. Make his way down through turns 3 and 4. Trying to see if he can move into that top 10. With 10 seconds to go, he crosses the line there, and let's see, does he move up? Actually, he does not, and he didn't. It didn't even improve his lap time, so he remains 11th position, and checkered flags are out. And there you go, folks. And now we're going to wait for the field to the guys to come out on the pit road here and start. Let's go ahead and take a look at your qualifying results here. Dylan Glass is your pole sitter. Nate Lynch second. Trey Jackson third. Patrick Hasty in fourth. Steve Anderson fifth position. Christopher Wade sixth. Michael Guidry seventh. Adam Sidlow eighth. Lee Tucker ninth. Brian Lynch rounds out the top 10, followed by Kyle McCoy starting 11th position. Joseph Ward 12th. Brian Chu 13th. Mike Lynch in 14th position. Riley Davenport 15th. Jerry Hedrick 16th. Justin Jones 17th, Douglas Cooper 18th position, and 19th position J.D. Green, Marty Roberts 20th, and Zachary Rogers will be starting 21st position. Both Marty and Zachary have no time. Now let's see if they'll make it out onto the track here. And it's showing all 21 cars on track, so we're looking good there. So everyone should be good to go. Everybody's starting. Now, you know, sometimes guys don't qualify as well as they run, and so that qualifying time could be a little misleading, even for the, like, say, the 32 there, Lee Tucker, and so we'll have to wait and see how things pan out here. Everybody's still waiting for guys to, not quite everybody's on track just yet. Looks like I think everybody's there now. So now Dylan Glass, there's the light. Pace car will get ready to get going here. And now they will take off and start their formation lap. $120 laps in store for you this evening on this beautiful night here in Kentucky. And waiting for the rest of the field. Everybody's kind of slow getting out of the gate there. Waiting for the field. They're slowing down on the backstretch a little bit and waiting for everybody to form up. The rest of the pack, they're playing catch up now. Everybody getting into position there. A lot of cars making their way around. Looks like they're all managing to get caught up here. Everybody's getting lined up good. Pace car is peeling off now. Going to get ready to get this show on the road. Waiting for that green light. We've got it, and we're racing here at Kentucky. Dylan Glass with a good start there. Got a very good jump there on Nate Lynch. He just really rocketed away from him and Trey Jackson rather quickly. In fact, Jackson's moved in front of Lynch, and now he's being challenged by Patrick Hasty. Hasty, a man on a mission, trying to get as many points as he can. He's right now in the show, but he's got to make sure he improves as much as possible. He easily went around the 31 and the 3 there. Lynch now trying to move back under the 31, back to that third position. Christopher Wade now moving in on the 31 of Trey Jackson. A lot of room to race here at Kentucky. A lot of different lines you can run. Should make for very good racing. Dylan Glass, he's checked out quite a bit. 1.3 seconds ahead of second place Patrick Hasty so far. Just look a little further back. The rest of the field is a lot closer together. Adam Sidlow hanging on to that 7th position right there. Nice battle going on behind him. Brian Lynch, he's battling there with Joseph Ward. Riley Davenport's right there. He's really moving in on the 59 now. There's your 7 of McCoy right behind them. Looks like both Davenport and McCoy might get around 59 of Ward there. There's Lee Tucker also. Davenport down very low as they cross the line. And he's made about Ward. Now McCoy's trying to get on that low line as well. Looks like Tucker's going to try to squeeze through as well to get in there. He's going to make it. Looks like he just made. Let's see what happens when they come out of 4 here. They're side by side racing down to the line. Battling for, right now it's showing Tucker in 12th. I think he's barely got a nose ahead. Just enough to register him in 12th position. He's going to try to hold on to that position. There's the 2. So who is that? That's the 2 car. Mike Lynch there watching all of that unfold in front of him. Now he's going to try to get past the 52. Glass is now up to 1.8 second gap on Hasty. So he's definitely checking out for the moment. A lot of those leaders are starting to really spread out from each other. Boy, look at the track map. You can see where Dylan Glass is compared to the rest of the field. He is saying goodbye. Trey Jackson, he's the top 5 there, running 5th. Christopher Wade, he's over half a second behind the number 3 of Nate Lynch there. Let's look a little further back in the field here. There's Justin Jones. He's 15th position. Everybody's running real well here. Like I said, there's a lot of room to race, and these guys can really get spread out and run good. There's Brian Chu. And he's back there quite far right now in 18th position, but there's a long ways to go. We're only lap 8 of 120. Give a shout out to the folks in the chat there. Hey, Colin Kamler, how you doing there, buddy? And good to see you back on the broadcast. You know, glad you could be here to watch the show here. Who knows? This might be a fuel mileage race here tonight. Looks like everybody is still running. Zachary Rogers, him and Marty Roberts. Roberts trying to play catch up there a little bit. I'm not sure if anything is. He didn't pit or anything, but he is quite a bit off the pace there. Not sure if he may not be having a really good handle on this track tonight, but definitely trying to keep that 55 car in play. Meanwhile, at the other end of the field, Dylan Glass getting very close to 2 seconds on the rest of the field. There you can see second place Hasty. Just barely see him coming around the corner there. There's Nate Lynch right behind them. Jackson, he's still running in 5th position. And a little bit more of a battle heating up now between the 99 Steve Anderson and Michael Guidry. Guidry challenging for that 6th spot. Adam Sidlow is trying to close in as well. Riley Davenport still rolling along there, and points leader Kyle McCoy is right there behind Davenport, now running in 10th position. So he's only improved one position so far. Now taking a look inside Davenport there. Davenport has improved 6 positions and now running in 9th at the moment. Boy, they're getting tight right there, folks. Wow. Very tight battle going on there. Michael Gitters also putting a lot of pressure there on Steve Anderson for that 7th spot. It seems like there's a lot of tighter battles from the mid-pack on back compared to the front of the field at the moment. There's Joseph Ward, and he's running free and clear, going around him as he's in 14th at the moment. Right ahead of him, there's Lee Tucker. He's in the middle of a nice battle there between him and, let's see, that's Brian Lynch and Mike Lynch, 2 of the Lynch brothers he's dealing with right there. Trying to get that 11th position from the 24. Now 16 laps complete at 120. Let's look a little further back. There's Douglas Hooper. He's rolling along in 16th, followed by J.D. Green. And everybody looks like their cars are handling pretty good, and let's see how far we can take this thing green. I feel like this one has the legs to go quite a ways there. And Brian Chu, 19th position. He's trying to catch the 45 of Justin Jones for that 18th spot. Taking a look now on the inside just a little bit. He's making a run down the backstretch. Looks like he might slide right under the 45. Jones trying to fight back on the high side as they come out of 4. Coming down to the line. Looks like Chu's going to get him at the line there. Let's see if he can hold on to that 18th position as they go into turn 1. So much room to race him, but yet he has a good line and he does move ahead of the 45. Clean into that 18th spot. Wow, look at the gaps between him and the cars ahead of him. So a lot of work there. Everybody has a lot of room. They can pretty much just run their line and get in a rhythm, and then worry about racing somebody when they catch up to them, and then have to kind of do what you have to do, figure out how you want to get around them. And sometimes something of a pass can take several laps. You may sit there and study a guy and figure out where you're quicker than he is, or where you think he might be a little vulnerable there, and that's where you can make your move. So you might spend a few laps here studying J.D. Green here to see where you can get past that 77 car. And she actually lost 5 positions from the start of the race. J.D. Green moved up to into that 17th position. He's definitely closing in on the 77. Let's take a look up the front real quick. Patrick Hasty has cut into that lead just a little bit. Now only 1.5 seconds. It's getting a little closer there. Let's take a look at the lap time history here and compare it. Let's bring it up to the leaders here. It looks like Dylan Glass has been a little slower the last couple of laps. Hasty has been able to gain on him. Let's see what happens when he crosses the line this time. It'll be the completion of lap 21. And 21, Hasty, he was only 100th of a second quicker, but still that's one more 100th of a second that he can gain on the 16 car. You see what kind of speeds they're getting as they're coming out of 4 here. Coming down the front stretch as they get to turn 1. Looks like he's topping out around 175. Let's see what he gets on the backstretch here as he hits turn 3. Just about the same amount on it was 175 as he hit turn 3 as well. So Glass continues to lead, and he actually has been able to pick up that gap just a little bit. He was a couple of hundredths of a second quicker than, I'm sorry, Hasty was actually quicker than him on that last lap. He gained a 10th back. That's where he went from 1.5 to 1.6, but now it kind of keeps fluctuating there. You can see where it's fluctuating. Let's see what he gets this time as he completes lap 24. Hasty crosses the line, and Glass, he was 0.05 of a second quicker that time. So definitely, I guess you could say it's a little bit of a long-range battle between him and Hasty. Hasty and Lynch. Look at Nate Lynch is definitely closing in very, very slowly, hundredths of a second at a time, but he is definitely closing in on the 9 car. Patrick Hasty was a 10th quicker that last lap. So these guys are just out here just, giving it all they've got here. Trying to keep the leader, Dylan Glass, in sight. There's Trey Jackson. He continuing to hold on to that 5th spot. Man, he's getting a lot of pressure now from Michael Guidry. 18 seriously trying to make a move here on the 31. Here they go down the backstretch, drag race down the backstretch. I think Guidry's going to get him as they go into 3 here. He's got a nose ahead as they move through 3 and 4. And he's going to slide right up in front of Jackson. Michael Guidry now your 5th place runner. Now try to catch up with Christopher Wade there running at 4th. Now Wade and Guidry have both moved up 2 positions. Wade hasn't had a whole lot of competition so far. Lynch is over a second ahead of him. He's been running free and clear for quite a while now, and he's still over a second ahead of Guidry. Try to just maintain his pace there. That gap from Hasty to the leader, Dylan Glass, still keeps fluctuating between 1.5 and 1.6. So this is definitely going to be a marathon here today, folks. Now 30 laps in the books of 120. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's Riley Davenport. Him and Kyle McCoy are there yet, both now into the top 10. Davenport 8th, McCoy 9th. Oh, McCoy blinking out there a little bit. Oh man, he might be having a little bit of a connection issue tonight. You know, that can bite any of these drivers at any given time, and that's one of the pitfalls of online racing. You just never know when you might have a problem, and there's really nothing you can do about it. McCoy trying to move in on the 81 car. It looks like he's been following Davenport past the couple of guys that they made a move on. Here's some of the Lynch brothers right here. There's Brian Lynch, brother Michael Lynch right in front of him. They're having a good run, running in the top 10 and 10th positions at the moment. They're definitely going to need as many points as well right now to have transfer those playoff points to the playoffs to get them closer to getting out of that round of 12. So there's a lot to race for. It's almost like you could say if when the regular season is over and you look at where you are points-wise, like say if the playoffs were to start after that particular race, if you were, like say, in 8th position after all the points shake out and the bonuses are added, then you could know that you go into the playoffs. They're looking pretty good as far as at least making that first cut, and then having a battle from there to start from. Hello there to BC Racing. How you doing? Thanks for coming in and watching the race. Let's look a little further back here. There's Lee Tucker. He was the fastest in practice, and he's still back in 17th, trying to. He's working on Brian Chu, the 11 car right there in front of him, and so we'll see now. Tucker, he has lost 8 positions from the start of the race, so. Oh, who is that getting? Somebody's getting sideways. Who was that? That was Douglas Hooper. He did save it, though. Good job of saving. And that's what I was saying earlier, folks. It looks like self-spins may be the reason we have caution, if we have any cautions, because it can, if you can get it loose here, if you don't hit the marks just right. And so far, everybody's doing a great job holding on to it. There's Marty Roberts. Now he's still 20th. Actually, he moved up to 20th. He got ahead of Zachary Rogers. He was well behind Rogers there. Now Rogers is the one trying to play catch-up. He's almost 4 seconds behind Roberts. So that's another interesting move there. There's the 99 of Steve Anderson. I think he just moved up to that 6th position. 31 Trey Jackson. He had been enjoying running in the top 5 there for a while. Now starting to slowly fall back. He's lost 4 positions already. Right behind him, there's Riley Davenport. Oh boy, he's getting closer to 31 there. Oh man, wow. They make their way down the backstretch. Oh boy, if he's not, that was like, oh, and he got into the 81, and there they go. And they almost collected the points leader, and that, I think that's going to bring out a caution. Let's see, did it? Doesn't look like it has. Davenport's still rolling. Okay, he's still going. And wow. Let's see where, and Jackson Jackson ended up 17th position. Boy, he's about 3 seconds behind Davenport. Davenport was able to continue, no caution. That didn't bring out any caution at all. Let's look at that in slow motion there. You can see right there, got a little too close there to the 81, and they got a little damage. It's not a very aero-sensitive track, I don't believe, so they should be okay. And looks like, nobody hit anything. And Davenport got the middle of his bumper in, but let's go ahead and take it back live here. I think he's on pit road. And this is, let's go ahead and bring that live. So he is making a green flag pit stop here, oh boy. And I guess just like he's just going to do tires. Patrick Hasty's coming in. Also, let's see, Brian Lynch is in. Now Davenport's on his way out. Now he looks like he's lost a lap. If they have a caution, he'll be the lucky dog. There's only 21 cars in the field, so yeah, he's in last place at the moment. With that lucky, I take that back, and the more guys are pitting now, so as they pit, they'll lose a lap. So now he won't be in that lucky dog position. Unfortunately, that's going to be. Looks like Patrick Hasty will be the lucky dog should a caution come out. A lot of more guys coming in here. There's Nate Lynch. He's in. Your leader, Dylan Glass. So this is all on lap 42 here. Steve Anderson, he's on pit road there. Joseph Ward. There's Jerry Hedrick. He's on pit road. There's Douglas Hooper. A lot of guys. Here comes McCoy, points leader coming in here. Of course, all of this will cycle around. They'll probably end up, I would say, something like maybe ninth place or so once it all cycles around, perhaps 9th or 8th. Because he was running right behind Davenport when Jackson and Davenport got together. So that probably will move him up a little bit. We'll see what happens once they all get shook out here. He's in the pits. The guys who had moved ahead of him, some of them, there was Christopher Wade. He's coming in. Mike Lynch is coming in. Adam Sidlow's also coming in. McCoy, he is still sitting there. I wonder if he got a pit road speeding penalty. He is still on pit road. He has not moved yet. How long has he been sitting there? Now, wow, that's not good. Wow, he has been there for quite some time now. Wow, he must have got a pit road speeding penalty. And he's finally taking off here. It's not showing what his pit stop time was. But boy, wow, McCoy is now 2 laps down in last place. Oh boy, that was a costly. But he has such a commanding lead in the points. There's not too much that's going to hurt McCoy at this point. It's going to help other guys that are trying to race their way in to the playoffs. And so I'm sure he's not too upset about that. J.D. Green making his way down pit road here. And Brian Chu, he had inherited the lead as the pit stop cycle around. Now brings that 11th car in, right, hit his marks. Rogers just went by and inherited the lead. Rogers, he is still only the only car yet to stop. So, yeah, and that's moved him up. I think he started. He either started 20th or 21st position. So now he's going to come around and take his pit stop here, and we'll see where that puts him when he comes out of there. Of course, it always seems to take an eternity to get down that pit road. 37 coming to his stall. Careful not to overshoot. You can see him falling down the order there. Now there's 4 cars not on the lead lap. That may help him out a little bit here. Left side's going on. Of course, he is going to lose a lap in the process. Now he's 7. Okay, looks like they're going to. Now McCoy, interesting. McCoy got one of those laps back, and boy, he's on pit road for a while too. Not sure why he's on pit road so long. But anyway, Patrick Hasty is now your leader. After those pit stops, he's gotten ahead of Dylan Glass. So now let's see what he can do. They were fairly even there before the pit stops. Glass couldn't get any further than 1.6 seconds ahead of Hasty. And now the positions are reversed. So let's just see what happens now. Glass trying to move in on the 9 car. Pretty much there, just a 10th behind. Glass looking very strong on those fresh tires. I think he just may drive right under the 9 car here, coming around to complete lap 50. Trying to move back to that top spot. Oh, Hasty gets into the wall. Boy, he wasn't planning that move. And he's able to continue on. Only costing him the lead and maybe a second and a half just about by the time he gets up to speed. No danger of falling further behind these 3. Well, he's got lap cars behind him. So he's well in for maybe about 6 or 7 seconds ahead of Nate Lynch. But that little tap with the wall there has put him 1.3 seconds behind Dylan Glass. Glass able now to enjoy a nice comfortable margin once again as he deals with some lap traffic here. That's Douglas Hooper, I believe, in front of him there. 29 machine. Further back, there's Michael Gentry. He's pretty much he got a little bit of company there. Wade right behind him, 3/10 right behind him there. Not quite in a point position to attack at the moment. Joseph Ward, he's in 7th position. 2 of the Lynch brothers, there's Brian Lynch in 8th position, and his brother Mike in 9th position. Lee Tucker now up to 10th spot. He was the fastest in practice, and it seems like the further this race goes, the better he's doing. He's making his way, and now he has made his way into the top 10. So he is definitely coming along now, finding a good rhythm, a good pace here. Like they say, it's not always where you start, but where you finish. Some guys are just really good, and he's probably loving the fact that he can just really get a good rhythm going. So much of racing is about rhythm, you know, just getting in a good pace and hitting your marks, and just a simple fact of that consistency is what will allow you to catch guys sometimes, or unfortunately may get you caught up by somebody. But he seems to be moving in on the 2 car there. Mike Lynch at a slow but steady pace here. Doesn't take much. Any little bobble here or there can throw you off the shore. Boy, he was doing a bit of sliding there coming out of 4. I see Lynch also trying to hold on to it. Now, you don't want to slide too much. You know, that's going to wear those Goodyears down that much more. You want to be good to those tires as much as you possibly can. Mike Lynch trying to hold on to that 9th spot. As he tries to chase down his brother. I'm sorry, that's his brother Brian Lynch in front of him, in 8th spot. 24 having a good run here. Meanwhile, Dylan Glass, this time he's opened up a bit more of a lead over Hasty, over 2.5 seconds. So Dylan Glass is definitely taking command of this race. He just got around, okay, that's Douglas Hooper still in front of him. And looks like Michael Guidry, the 18 machine, got around the 3 of Nate Lynch. Lynch is in a little bit of trouble there. There's Christopher Wade in the 53 car, now challenging the 3 for that 4th spot. They go coming out of 4. Let's see if Wade can get a run on the 3 now. Not close enough from the looks of it. Have to try to see if he can try that one more time and go down into turn 1. Bit of a gap there now, though. 3/10 of a second. Well, now he starts to close back in. Oh, there's Marty Roberts on the high side as they navigate around the 55 machine. Oh boy, Jackson, I'm sorry, not Jackson, that was Lynch, Nate Lynch there blinking a little bit. Somebody else having a little, possibly a little connection issue there. I tell you, that can bite. Anytime that bites you, it bites you the wrong time. I've seen guys racing and it'll just lose their connection. They come back and 20 laps have gone by. And they hate to lose positions that way, but hey, it's just the nature of the beast. Oh, and there he goes again. And Christopher Wade, he's just riding along there and seeing this happen, and if it happens too many times or long enough, Nate Lynch is going to find himself in the back of the field, unfortunately. We'll see if his connection will hold out. Meanwhile, up the front there's Michael Guidry. He's moved up 4 positions now into that 3rd spot. Still over 5 seconds behind Patrick Hasty, so definitely has a way to go. Hasty, he's really no closer to Glass now, over 4.5 seconds back. Running free and clear, doesn't have any traffic in front of him. Got that's Douglas Hooper once again. Right now, that would be he's not really even that close to the leader. And the track is so wide, even when you get lap traffic, you can get around guys fairly quickly and not really lose any real time. Just pick the right line to race around them, and they have room to get out of the way without disrupting the flow of things. obviously trying to catch him. That's about 2.5 seconds of the gap. There's Lee Tucker still rolling along in our 10th spot there. Not quite able to close in on Brian Lynch there. Looks like a little further back. There's Adam Sidlow. He's running 13th spot. Got a nice gap between him, Hedrick in front, and J.D. Green behind him. Green running in that 14th spot. He's starting to come under pressure from Raleigh Davenport. He's moved back up to 15th after having that little rear-end collision there with Jackson in the 31 car. Obviously, they're not using a fast repair. You can see the middle of that rear bumper knocked in. And I don't believe that's affecting his aero too much, or at least not the handling, I would say. The car looks pretty steady. Might be offering just a little bit more drag than he would want, though. If that rear spoiler is knocked out of shape, it is sticking up, maybe sticking up a little more than what it was, how it was originally set. And that can cause all kinds of problems, make the car a little tight too as well. There's Justin Jones. Now he's a lap down. He would be your lucky dog if the caution came out. He's followed by Marty Roberts, who's in the 18th position. 19th, Kyle McCoy, and he's pretty much just rolling along here, just going to finish the race. And because his work is done as far as getting into the playoffs anyway. So, not saying he's content to run back there, but for whatever reason, whether it was a speeding penalty or whatever, and he's just going to ride this thing out and make it to that checkered flag. Ryan Chu is back there in 20th position and a lap down as well. Definitely didn't want to be that far down in the field at this point, because we're now over halfway there, 71 laps on the books. Boy, I'll tell you, those when you have green flag racing like this, folks, it really makes these races go by quickly. I mean, we're well over halfway done. Let's take a look up the front here. Dylan Glass still enjoying that lead, now up to almost 3.5 seconds. He got around Douglas Hooper there. Glass kind of in a class of his own there tonight. And, that can happen for, like I've said it before, and guys come to a track and sometimes the stars are just aligned. And I mean, you like the setup, you like the track, and everything's clicking together. And I tell you, when all that stuff mixes together just right, it can be a really potent mix for whoever is benefiting from it. And right now, he seems to be the guy to beat, and the guy that no one can seem to catch. And so things are going pretty darn good for Dylan Glass here tonight. enjoying some of the sounds of racing there. I love to hear those cars just go zooming by, I tell you. There's Hasty. And Hasty, wow, look at that, folks. He's lost a position to Michael Guidry. Guidry done snuck up there and took that second spot from the 9 car. And Patrick Hasty moving in the wrong direction. He doesn't want that. He'll have to do what he can now to try to catch that 18 machine. And Michael Guidry, he's got a lot of work to do too. 4.8 seconds behind behind Dylan Glass. So whether or not, I mean, there's still plenty of laps to go. Glass, he's way up there, going down into turn 3. That's still Hooper right directly behind him, and then see that other car behind Hooper, that's Michael Guidry and Patrick Hasty even further back. So Douglas Hooper is running in 16th, so Glass has lapped up to 16th position so far. And you see all these other guys in blue now, they're in danger of going a lap down. Look like somebody's on pit road there. It's Patrick Hasty coming in, green flag pit stop. Let's see how fast his pit stop is here tonight. Right side's on, the left side's getting ready to go on, I believe. There to go. Down and away with a 14.6 second stop. Only guy to come in. This
caution,
is
caution.
Oh, and the caution came out. Oh boy.
Did you happen to get a look at your ground clear on track? Right after that caution
Hasty
stop?
is now stuck a lap down. Oh brother, he is down in 19th position, 1 lap down. Boy, I tell you, and that's what can you do? You know, that's that. You roll the dice, and that's what happens there. Caution here, lap 80. Let's see. There's Brian Lynch. Is he showing any damage there? Yeah, he's showing a bit of damage. I believe that's how the caution came out. Let's roll the tape back here. See if we can see what happened. There's Lynch. The 24 car. Look like he's trying to get around the 37. And that's Zachary Rogers, a lapped car. And so far, so good. Not sure what happened there. Oh, the 37 just veered up the track and into the 24. Good grief. And I don't know if something happened with sometimes we've seen cars kind of just veer to the right, and I don't know if it was an iRacing glitch or what, but oh man, that was terrible luck for the 24 machine. Absolutely terrible luck. Let's take that back live here now. So he's making his way down pit road. I'm going to guess he's going to use a faster pair. We're on lap 81 here. And man, that has put him a lap down as well. Everybody's on pit road. Patrick Hasty, now he had just pitted, so he didn't have to pit with the other guys that were a lap down, so he stayed out. He should be in front of Glass, and because right now he's showing on the lead lap. In fact, he's in 16th position, and of course Dylan Glass, there he is now exiting pit road. So Hasty and company, these guys here, they should be getting the wave around once we get ready to go green there. And boy, we got a caution here. Let's see if we can grab one of the guys. Let's see if we can grab Patrick here, if we can find him. Let me jump in the channel here, see if I see him real quick. There he is. Hey Patrick, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Hey, man, look like you're about to get back on that lead lap there. Boy, you pitted. That caution came out, and, so I guess you're in the right place at the right time here, huh?
Oh, preferably it wouldn't have come out because I was trying to short pit. I got in the wall a little bit and burned my tires off, and Dylan drove away. He's the man tonight, and I tried to short pit to gain some time, and then the caution came out, so I have to drive back through the pack here.
Yeah, and, is it more of a thing of fuel mileage, or how's the tires holding up there? Oh, did we lose him? Oh, you might check. Are you still there, Patrick? Oh, we might have lost him there. Uh, you know, because he was showing out for a second. Not sure if he's still in the server or not.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Did you lose it? Did you blink out for a second, possibly?
Yeah, I blinked out. When it rains, it pours.
I tell you, man. And we saw some other guys blinking a little bit. And I tell you, like I was telling the folks, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. And just good luck. And hopefully that won't give you too many problems. But is it more? The question I was going to ask you, is it more of a fuel mileage race tonight? How are the tires holding up?
Fuel is good. Everybody can go the rest of the way, but the tires fall off fast. We're running about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds slower after about 15 laps. So it's going to definitely be manage your tires, and I'm probably going to have to burn some up to try to pass some guys here. So it should be a good race up front, though. Dylan and Michael are really fast.
10-4, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Always my wife, man. She's my rock. She's gracious to let me do all this. So, and thank you for what you do, and Nate for putting on the lead.
10-4. Well, good luck. Now I'm gonna put you back down to the AFK channel, and we'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Okay, that's Patrick Hasty there trying to got a little work for him to do there now to get that car back up, that non-car back up to the front if he can, and hopefully he still have some tires to work with once he gets up there. And we still probably have one more. I'm thinking the pace car will the lights will go out this time around, so they should get the one to go. We'll see what happens. They're making their way down the back stretch here, so that should be I'm going to say see Christopher Wade, he's right there too. Okay, he's right behind Glass though, and where's Glass at? There he is right there. So I would say both Patrick Hasty and Brian Chu will be the ones to get the wave around here. Well, yeah, because everybody else see, where's McCoy at? McCoy's right there running in still in 17th position. Lee Tucker deciding to dive in now as we get the one to go here. Go down and he might be going down and make he's on the lead lap, so he may be trying to get some fresh tires here, and every lap counts. And there goes and the guys we were talking to, they're making their way around. There's Hasty and Chu making their way around after getting the wave around. Catch up to the field. Tucker, he's down and away. That was only a 10-second stop, so that might have been just fuel only. I can't imagine that. I wonder if unless he took maybe right side tires, perhaps. Didn't really see, but he's pretty much that'll hopefully be his last stop for the night, and so he's going to rejoin the pack in 14th position there, and we'll see if he can get back up into that top 10 once again. Lights are out on the pace car. They're making their way now into turn 3. Now, I think the restarts are on the leader's discretion, so we'll take a look here and see what happens. Pace car peels off on the pit road. It'll be lap 85 on the restart here. Glass, he drops the hammer. He's gone. He's gone, but look at the battle behind him. Christopher Wade now gets past Michael Guidry. Initially on the restart. Nate Lynch is right there trying to hold on to those two. Glass, he does rocket away from the 3 of them as they race down the backstretch. Guidry and Wade now battling for that second position. That's going to allow Glass to start pulling away. He's already 7/10 ahead of the 18 and the 53. Now lap 86 of 120. Michael Guidry continues to pull away here now firmly into second position. Boy, and he's only 8/10 behind the 16 there of Dylan Glass. Michael Guidry might have been a sleeper out there, just pacing himself. Now we're getting down to the laps that are going to count here, folks. That gap is just under a second behind the 16 car. Looks like he's able to keep a good gap between him and Nate Lynch. The two of them are definitely starting to pull away from the rest of the pack at the moment. And we'll just see how the tires do in this situation. There he is, and there's Glass right there trying to hold on. Now lap 88 of 120. Show that lap time history there. And Guidry, he was it's not showing who was faster, or didn't have a time there for Guidry on lap 88. That's interesting. We'll see what happens when they complete lap 89 here. Guidry crosses the line. And, okay, for some reason his telemetry is gone out on the 18 car, so we don't know what he's doing. Let's go on board with Michael Guidry, see if we can look at it from his perspective and see if we can see. Okay, there we go. Now we can see what's going on here. And Guidry was a couple of hundredths quicker than Glass that last lap. He was definitely quicker on laps 85 and 86. 9 1,000ths of a race of a lap quicker. 9 1,000ths of a second. Lap 91 of 120. Now, you know, I think the best opportunity to catch Glass is right at the beginning of a tire run, because once they start falling off the cliff there a little bit, then I don't know. It's because Dylan's able to manage those tires and just keep that 16 car in front. Especially if they go back and forth trading lap times, you know, where one is faster than the other. Let's see what happens this time around. He crosses the line, and he is, and that time Glass was 2/10 quicker than Michael Guidry. So gain a little bit, lose a little bit. That's not really getting you anywhere. Dylan Glass definitely is one tough cookie tonight here at Kentucky. If you can, sometimes, all right, you give up a little bit on one lap and then you make it back on the next one. You know, that guy that's chasing you is not going to really gain anything. And actually, the gap is 1.3 seconds as we look at it here. Let's look back to Nate Lynch here. And Michael Guidry is clearly quicker than the 3 car ever since lap 90. Let's look at Joseph Ward compared to Lynch. Last couple of laps, he was a little bit quicker. Now the last 3 laps, he's slightly quicker than Nate Lynch. And we have Chris Wade. And he's been slower than Ward there. You can see why he hasn't been able to really close in on the 53 there. I mean, sorry, the 59. Now back to the 2-car of Michael Lynch. Obviously, he's trying to catch Christopher Wade. Wade is definitely able to maintain a good pace ahead of the 2 machine. See how it's looking between him and Anderson. Steve Anderson hasn't been able to, he was 2/10 quicker that last lap on the 2-car. Let's see what happens when he crossed the line this time. This time he was 1/10 quicker, so yeah, he might be in a position here to attack the 2 machine. Speaking of Steve Anderson here. Nice battle for 6th position. Mike Lynch moved up 8 positions into that 6th spot. A really big move, and look at who's right behind them. The 81 of Riley Davenport and Michael McCoy. I'm sorry, Ralph Davenport's right there. The 7 of McCoy is right behind Davenport, but unfortunately he's not on the lead lap. So, it's not really benefiting him to be there behind the 81. Davenport, he's got J.D. Green. That's the guy that he's really battling. It's either going to be Green or Hedrick. Hedrick's there trying to get around that 77 car. That's a nice race going down the backstretch there between Hedrick and Green. There's Jackson right there in the 31, ready to pounce. Patrick Hasty also right there, trying to make his way back up through the field if he can. Got a little bit of traffic there to have to deal with. He makes a move on the 15. And able to make it stick as they get ready to head down the backstretch. Now trying to catch the 77 to J.D. Green. Glass, your leader, up to 1.4 seconds on Guidry at the moment, so no competition there. J.D. Green proven to be a tough opponent to get around. He's got that 77 machine in the win, trying to stay ahead of the 9 car. Now 101 laps in the book make that the start of 102 now as Glass crosses the line. $18 laps to go. Racing along here. Managing to keep Patrick Hasty at bay for the moment. Running a very good line, and the line that Hasty is running is now allowing him to get the run that he wants. Green is really positioning that car in just the right place that it just takes away the line that Hasty needs to complete that pass. Because you've seen him drive right under some guys, and so far, now I don't know what that's doing to his tires, but at the moment, it's really making it hard on the 9. Boy, he's getting close right there, folks. Got to stay off that left rear corner of the 77. I think he's going to get him this time. Looks like Green kind of pushed wide. That's going to allow Patrick Hasty right through to take that 9th spot. Green is not done, though, trying to battle back to the 9 machine. Here they go through turns 3 and 4. And they're racing all over right behind these guys, too. More racing going on right behind them. There's Jerry Hedger. He's trying to catch Jackson there. And they're looking to see what's going to happen right in front of them. Close battles going on right there in that 10th, 11th, 12th positions. And Adam Sidlow, he's not far behind. There's Lee Tucker. Now he's gotten up to 14th. He's actually lost 5 positions. The race is not panning out for Tucker the way I thought it would. He was super quick in practice. Of course, you know, it was earlier in the afternoon, and now the track's rubbered in more, so the track may have changed a little bit, of course, and so the conditions may not be as favorable to Tucker as it was in the practice session. We're now on lap 107 of 120. Let's look a little further back up the front. There's Christopher Wade trying to catch Joseph Ward there. Ward managing to hold on to that 4th position. Nate Lynch back up to 3rd. Michael Guidry's not too far ahead, but I'd say he's just over 2 seconds behind Dylan Glass, who's crossing the line now to start lap 108. Nice cushion between Glass and the 2nd place Guidry. There's 81 Riley Davenport, still running in 8th position. He's moved up 7 positions to that 8th spot. The lap car, McCoy did get around him. Of course, he's not, let me say, he's not on the lead lap. But not really, well, he's got the pace to be up there, and he's not causing, blinked out there again. Not, he's got the pace to be up there and not really causing problems for anybody else. Although Davenport probably wouldn't have mind trying to stay a little closer to that 7th car, try to get a little bit of toe off of him. I don't think the draft is super critical around here, but you know, you can get a little something there. There's Anderson. Still trying to catch up with Wade and Ward. And it just seems like throughout the field, folks are just evenly matched. Nobody can really quite get the better of anyone else. I mean, it's almost like this track is too good. It just really, it races well. You can really run good, consistent laps, and it's really hard to make a move on somebody. And just as I say that, there's the 99. Trying to take a peek under the 53 as they come out of 4. Let's see if he can do something here as it comes to the line. Wade's going to come down there, and here comes the 2 of Mike Lynch. He might catch the 99 on the outside. Stay off of that wall. 99 was focused on the 53, and the 2 got him as they go down the back stretch. Mike Lynch now up to the 6th position. Great run for the 2 machine. Boy, we've seen him have his share of troubles getting caught up in wrecks and things of that nature. Good run for Mike Lynch here tonight. For lap 113 of 120, we're getting close to the end of this one here tonight, folks. Your leader, Dylan Glass, 2.3 seconds in the front there, ahead of Michael Guidry. Good battle going on here. Guidry, he's not really battling anybody at the moment. He's 7/10 ahead of Nate Lynch. Lynch, he's pretty comfortable, almost a second ahead of Ward. Ward, oh boy, he got close to the wall that time. So where's Patrick Hasty? He's a ways back there now in 8th position. And, running out of time to try to get back up there. He did manage to get back into the top 10, so that's good from getting a wave around and trying to, like you said, race his way back up through the field. He did race back into the top 10, so that's still better than nothing. But only 5 laps to go now, lap 115 of 120. And looking at the telemetry there, not exactly gaining on the cars in front. Like slightly losing time, unless the way they're battling, it might allow him to catch them. It could get a little interesting at the end of the race if he catches somebody. These guys, these 4 right here are kind of going at it. McCoy, he's not part of that battle right there. Anderson now, he's lost a little bit of ground there to Mike Lynch. And Lynch, he's actually closer to Ward. He's been trying to pass Ward for quite some time now. Let's look back here. J.D. Green, he's pretty comfortable in 9th. Lee Tucker, I'm sorry, J.D. Green was 10th. Lee Tucker's 11th position. Got Trey Jackson there in the 12th spot. And we have Jerry Hedrick running 13th. Adam Sidlow 14th. Sidlow, the last car on the lead lap. Only a couple of laps to go now. Hasty, he's really no closer to the rest of the guys ahead of him. And more they're getting trying to get as racy as possible. This is probably some of the closest racing here right now. There's Wade thinking about maybe taking a look on the outside of Ward there as they go through turns 3 and 4. Oh boy, the 2 car had to check up there just a little bit. Looks like he might get the 53. Wade, as they go into 1, if he can carry that momentum onto the backstretch. Wade's got a good run, though, coming off of 2 there. Able to hold off Lynch at the moment. You know, I think, oh, man, Lynch got into the wall there just a little bit, I believe. Yeah, I think I saw his car. Oh, careful. Man, he almost came down into the 7. White flag is in the air. Meanwhile, up the front, let's not forget about your leader. Dylan Glass, he's been the class of the field tonight. 2.6 seconds ahead of Michael Guidry. Racing his way down the backstretch one final time here. Making his way into turns 3 and 4. Going to be an easy night for Dylan Glass, and he will be your winner here at Kentucky. Dylan, he has been trying to get there for the last few weeks now, and for one reason or another couldn't quite make it, and he would not be denied here tonight. Dylan Glass, your winner, ladies and gentlemen. A little victory work wiggle I think it's time to light them up. He's going to burn all the rubber off those Goodyears. I know he is super happy tonight. Let's go ahead and move the guys down here to winner's circle here. And let's see, we'll get Dylan in there. And let's see if he's already in there. I don't see him in there yet. We got to go. Okay, Dylan's there. And we got to get Ward and Anderson. Let's see, we got to get, okay, this is weird. Guidry and Lynch in there as well. If we can find him, let's see. I'm looking for everybody else. We'll move him up there, move Nate up there. And let's see if Michael Guidry is. I don't see Michael Guidry in the, we'll go ahead and talk to Dylan here.
Caution.
All right, folks, yeah, we're in the winner's circle here. Hey, Dylan, congratulations, man. Hey, man, boy, you made it look easy out there tonight.
Yes, sir, that was a fun race, I'll tell you that.
Man, how did the car feel at the start of the race? Did you feel like you were just going to able to make your way up to the front?
Well, the start of the race was good. I got a really good lead, and then there was a couple guys that were running me down in the long runs that were definitely, I thought were going to be a problem. And then Patrick had that pit strategy, and then I was able to hold off Michael and Nate there at the end, so it worked out.
10-4, yeah, but I mean, every time you got a restart, you got those good restarts, and it just doesn't seem like anybody was able to really do anything with you there.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. I definitely enjoy coming here. I just hope that it transferred over to these cars. I haven't ran these here yet, and it sure did. It felt good, and I only got better as the runs went on there. That last run, I felt like I really dialed in the long run, and it helped a lot, so it was a good race.
10-4, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Everybody watching, you, and then everybody out here driving. Good race, a lot of fun.
10-4, congratulations, man. We'll let you go celebrate.
All right, thank you.
Well, we don't have Michael here, so let's go ahead and speak to Nate. All right, Nate. Boy, I tell you, you really hung in there. You hung tough, man. Tried to get up there, and just didn't have enough for him here tonight, huh?
Yeah, I was okay on the short runs, but the long runs I was struggling on.
Yeah, that's what we were here. We were talking to some of the other guys saying that those tires fell off after a few laps, huh?
Yeah, they definitely did. About lap 15 to 20, you'd start to feel them get tight on 3 and 4.
10-4, yeah. Well, I mean, but you know, I mean, I guess at this point anyway, you guys know that you're locked into the playoffs and stuff, so not a lot really at stake. Just trying to get some good runs and get good races and stuff, right?
Yeah, right now I'm just trying to get as many of those playoff points as I can because that's going to help be in the chase.
I tell you, you and Davenport, you're the only two that can really try to catch, and then being as McCoy finished a lap down tonight, you guys are probably able to make a little headway on him. Would that be correct?
Yeah, I probably didn't make too much. He's got a big enough lead. I probably only gained 1 playoff point on him, so he's going to still have a pretty big lead. This race didn't mean too much for him.
Right, 10-4, man. Well, congratulations anyway, and we'll see you in the playoffs there then. Or actually, we have a couple more races to go, so we'll see you next time around.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks.
Hey now. Okay, folks. Well, as you can see, we've been looking at the results there while we were doing the interview, and you can see how everyone finished there. And I tell you, that was a great race. And we scroll down and see the last 3 there. Marty Roberts, Douglas Cooper, and Zachary Rogers round out the field there. And but I tell you, it's been awesome. And as always, we thank you for coming out and sharing this race with us. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll know each time we go live. And for everyone here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.